Okay, let's do this. And that, my friend, is the reason why the Pentax K1000 is still one of the most popular film cameras ever made. Let's check this out. The camera might look familiar, and this is pretty normal. It's really similar to the Pentax Spotmatic, which is based on. Back then it was considered as a student's camera, for many reasons. First of all, it was, relatively affordable compared to, let's say, a Pentax MX. It's also fully manual. Set the ISO to the corresponding value of your film, choose a desired shutter speed, and adjust the aperture to the correct value. In the viewfinder, you'll find this needle you have to center to get the correct exposure. Bob's your uncle. Loading this camera is also relatively easy. Just pop open the back of the camera and insert the tip of the film into the take-up spool.
Just the tip!
Just wind it a little bit until you reach 0, and there you go, the camera is ready to shoot. The Pentax K1000 uses the K-mount, or should I say the world-famous K-mount. Lenses are readily available and you'll find a ton of these on the second-hand market. This camera is also fully mechanical, i.e. it will work without batteries. That used to be a big concern amongst film photographers. But this camera uses LR or SR44 batteries that are still being produced, so no worries about mercury batteries, just like on other vintage cameras. You won't find any on and off switch on this camera. Just take out the lens cap and the light meter is automatically activated. Want to turn it off? Just put the lens back on. Just don't forget to put back your lens cap when you finish shooting. Otherwise you're gonna deplete your battery really fast. One of the reasons this camera was more affordable is the lack of secondary features. You get what you need: a full set of shutter speed, a bolt-in light meter, a hot shoe for the flash, well, a secondary connector for a studio flash. Remember, it was a student's camera, but no self-timer, no memo film on the back, and no depth of field preview, although there was a trick. You had to partially remove the lens, and that allowed you to check your depth of field. For a student camera, this would have been a welcome feature, but, well, it is what it is. The standard lens on this camera is the SMC Pentax 50mm at an aperture of 1.7, and it is an excellent performer. Just look at these black and white pictures. Look at the sharpness. This lens is definitely an excellent performer. Even though Pentax introduced this camera in the mid-70s, it was only discontinued in the late 90s. And even though it is discontinued, you'll find a ton of these on the second-hand market. The website KEH even told us it was the best-seller film camera of 2022, beating the Canon AE1. For a camera that was meant to be a student entry-level camera, that is pretty impressive. And even though it doesn't have all the features of a Pentax MX or, let's say, a Nikon FE, this is the camera lots of photographers learn the trade with. That is respectable. And you can also get one refurbished on the B&H website. Well, the price is pretty steep, but it's already cheaper than the brand new Pentax they're just releasing. And this is much better, believe me. The best way to describe the Pentax K1000 is an excellent performer and pretty reliable. There's nothing to dislike about this camera, honestly. I had one of these, I sold it and immediately regretted it, so I bought this one. And I'm not gonna do that mistake again. This one is definitely one of the keepers. And that's all I've got for you today, guys. If you are looking for a film camera in 2024, this is literally the camera you need. It's still readily available. It's a K-mount lens. It's excellent. Well, that's all I've got to say about that. And that's all I've got for you today. As always, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. See ya.